Hi, everyone. This is the weekly announcement for, I guess this would be week 3, the assignments that are due on June the 13th, which is Monday. Um, a few things I wanted to say is, first of all, let's go to week 3. Okay, so I have had a few situations this week that have caused difficulty um, to where it's been hard for me to get these lectures done. Number one, I had a wisdom tooth removed. It didn't go very well, and it's been very hard for me to talk. But I do have all the Chapter 4 lectures posted. I did not, the only thing I didn't post for Chapter 4, I did not go over muscle tissue and nervous tissue. We have chapters on the muscular system and the nervous system. So it's not, that important that I go over that stuff. But the epithelial and connective tissue, I do have all 3 of those lectures posted. And hopefully you notice, like I promised, the chapters do start to get a little bit shorter as far as the amount of material you have to learn, because this is only 45 minutes total, because it's three lectures that are 15 minutes long. I do not have a lecture posted for Chapter 5. I'm going to try to get it done tomorrow, but if I don't, if you'll look up here, there is a study guide for Chapter 4 and a study guide for Chapter 5. You can always go through the e-text and do those study guides and then email them to me. If you'll go ahead and get them done and email them to me, I will read over them and make corrections for you. And that's also a very good way to learn this material. So again, if I don't get Chapter 5 posted, I'm sorry. I do apologize for skipping that one. But I think it's a lot more important that I get the lecture done for Chapter 6, which is for next week. And I do want to work on that and get that posted by tomorrow, or at least Monday at the latest, because it is the skeletal system. And so I wanted to go over that week with you also. So I have posted week 4, even though it doesn't technically start until Monday. Week 4 is just on one chapter, the skeletal system. And the reason it's only on one chapter is because the Chapter 6 includes not only the bones of the skeleton, but also the joints and joint movements and things like that. So it's a lot of information for me to have given you another chapter to go with it. I have already posted the slides for Chapter 6. I have not posted the study guide, and I've not posted the lecture. But I do want to point out the lab is a little different. The lab for the skeletal system is called the Bones of the Skeleton Lab, and it is one that you're going to do on your own by hand, just to help you learn the bones of the skeleton. It is due on June the 20th, so I would go ahead and get started as soon as you can with it. But what you're gonna do probably that will be the best, and some of you may figure out a way to do this without downloading and printing these sheets out. But the reason I posted this and I'm letting you know early is that I think the best thing is for you to print these figures out. It's a long bone, so this is one of the figures right here. I'll just show you. And you'll be able to see more of it. That's another reason why probably you should print it, because let's see, what if I do this? Oh no, that didn't work. All I know is if you print this, you'll be able to see the whole entire picture. I don't really know how to get it. Okay, this is a further reason why I would encourage you to print this figure out. So anyway, when you print it out, you're going to be able to see the whole thing, and you'll be able to label, like this part is the epiphysis, this is the diaphysis, This is the medullary cavity or bone marrow. And so you will just go along and label this, and you can find this figure in the e-text for chapter 6. And you'll do the same thing. If you print it out, you can hand label it. And by writing it out, that'll help you learn these structures better. Bones of the skeleton is the same way. Again, print it out and you'll be able to see the whole thing. Like for example, this is the clavicle. So you'll put clavicle here in the middle because it's pointing to the clavicle on the anterior view of the skeleton, and also on the skeleton turned around facing backwards, which is the posterior view. And then you have the scapula, which is next, the humerus bone, which is next. And so you're going to go through and you'll find this exact figure somewhere in chapter 6 in the e-text. Look it up and then just copy these terms. But you are going to have to know the bones. You're going to have to know all of these figures that are posted for this lab assignment. You're going to have to know them for the lab practical. So that is why I'm giving you this for a lab assignment. And when I do the recording for chapter 6, I will say the names. I will actually go through and say, pronounce the names, point to the bone structures, and pronounce the names. So like I say, my goal is to get that posted tomorrow, the recorded lecture for chapter 6. So the only other thing is that you need to be preparing. You have a lab practical that it actually says on the syllabus that it is due on the 23rd, which is going to be Thursday of next week. And as of right now, I'm going to keep with that because basically that lab practical is going to mostly consist of the bones and the body regions. Remember having to learn the body regions, like the head is the cephalic region, the forehead is the frontal region, the upper arm is the brachial region. Those will be on the lab practical, and the bones will be on the lab practical. And that's, more than likely that's going to be it. So that's going to be the majority of it anyway. So that will be on Thursday. So turning this in, you'll have to turn this in by Monday. Then you'll have the lab practical exam that will be due by Thursday. And I will post that. And I'm not talking now. Let's see, Monday the 20th and Thursday the 23rd are the dates that I'm talking about here. So anyway, look at your syllabus. The point is that I'm not going to change anything on the syllabus. So go by those dates, and these are the figures that you need to complete. And then what I would do so that you don't have to upload 4 different, you can upload 4 different pictures into this assignment, but what I would do is I would print these out, fill them in, take pictures of them, and then upload the pictures to the assignment. Or you can even put the pictures into a PowerPoint or a Word document and just upload that one document to the assignment. It's completely up to you, but I wanted to let you know now so that you could get started on it. And make sure you're emailing me if you have questions. It looks like everybody's doing their work during the week. I've had a few students go ahead and start the exam. The exam is due by midnight tonight. So I will do a whole other announcement on the results of the exam and my comments about it and advice for future exams and that kind of thing. So good luck to those of you that haven't taken it. And those of you that have, just kind of look forward to, in the next few days, seeing something from me in the announcements about the exam itself. Okay? All right. Take care. Bye.